Second time in what, a week? A buzzer beater drops and the Raptors lose a nail biter. This is the most ethical tank job you will ever see. It's all completely by accident, but this is the most ethical tank job you will ever see. The Raptors have done it again. Let's break it down in tonight's post-game show. Tough these games out. I'm toughing it out for you guys. We're putting the content out for every Raptors game here. If you guys are enjoying the content, hit that like button and subscribe. Again, we do content like this for every Raptors game. Get subscribed to the channel. Wow. Game started out tough early. Tough early. Tough for the Raptors. Couldn't really get things going. Scotty Barnes to take over to get them back in the game, and it was a battle. From halftime onwards, it was a battle. But it was a classic late game, not necessarily collapse, but, you know, the Raptors led by 8 points going into the fourth quarter. They only managed 20 fourth quarter points, and they lose by 2. Late game management, still a problem. It's just a combination. It's a perfect storm. As we have a new subscriber here, Mash Smart TV stream. Welcome to the Amateur Army. It's such a perfect storm of bad luck and poor game management. Like, some shots just don't fall. It's a bit scrappy. They get an easy bucket out of it on 2 occasions. But there was one play in particular, 98-96. This is the one that'll eat at me. This is the game management I can't stand, because, you know, the offense has been decent when they're running sets, when they're playing through Scotty Barnes. Pirtle's had an amazing season. Barrett was getting into things in the fourth quarter. The Raptors go up 98-96. They get a stop. Minute and a half left or so, and they always do this. They're just praying for clock to tick away. When you need to you're up 2, you need to keep scoring points. Like if you're up 6, yeah, take your time. Just fuck it. Run the whole clock and just don't even shoot it. But obviously don't do that. But up 2, you need to keep scoring. So how does an offensive possession turn into Davion Mitchell just holding the ball until the shot clock's almost done, and then he has to run at Isaiah Stewart like a good defender and try to get a tough layup? Keep running your offense. You have to keep scoring. You're going to win by scoring. You're not just going to win by draining the clock, but so many times the Raptors have done it this season. Again, some unlucky bounces, but also, like, the Pistons had so many free throws in the fourth quarter they weren't making, so perhaps a bit of luck goes in the Raptors' favor. But yeah, I feel like it was a deserved loss. They foul a lot. The free throw discrepancy is kind of crazy. They take 31 free throws. We take 10. I will say 2 things. I will say, first of all, the Raptors foul a lot. They do. That's part of their defense, which is why you'll see a lot of free throws for the opposition. I'll also say I feel like some calls were missed for the Raptors on offense. But the Raptors have 23 offensive rebounds to 6 for the Pistons. The Raptors have 10 turnovers compared to 14 by the Pistons. The Raptors get 13 extra points off of those turnovers compared to the Pistons. Second chance points aren't showcased here, I don't think. But the Raptors had way more second chance points here than the Pistons. They take 21 less free throws, but also they take 28 more field goals. So the Raptors had every opportunity to win this game, but they go 39% from the field, 28% from 3. The Pistons did need to be spectacular because, I mean, those kind of shooting numbers aren't going to cut it in the NBA, unfortunately. So, tough one, but I kind of look at this one like, you know, fourth quarter, tight game. I'm thinking to myself, what do I want even right now? You know, when we're 2-12, I'm thinking, fuck it. You know, we got buffer room on the rebuild here. We can win a couple games, have some fun. But then midway through the fourth, I'm thinking, man, I'm not quite sure if I want to win this game. And I still don't really know what I wanted. In the end, I kind of feel this nothingness because we've done this so many times and we've lost on a buzzer beater again. So I don't feel as much necessarily, but I don't really know what to feel about this team from a win-loss standpoint. I guess I'm comfortable with however it goes down, I suppose. And how it goes down here is a loss. A competitive one, not one where the Raptors play particularly well, though. So that will partially sting. Yeah, man. I don't personally feel it, but I feel it for the guys battling out there. Barnes, who has a great night, 37 minutes played, coming off of injury recently, and they don't get over the line. I mean, that's a tough pill to swallow, and they've had a lot to swallow. That's what she said. They've had a lot to deal with here. It's been a tough go of things this season. They're 4-14. They've lost so many games in tough fashion like this that I feel for the guys, especially as I said, Barnes, 31 points, 12 of 26 shooting, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. RJ Barrett, there's some slight concerns out of the efficiency that's gone away from him. Matthew McDonald has subscribed. Welcome to the Amateur Hour. Thanks so much, Matthew. There's some concerns coming out of this for RJ Barrett. 17 points, but it's again slightly inefficient. I'd like to see that improve a little bit. RJ's putting up some numbers, but it's inefficient numbers. It's kind of going back to the New York RJ Barrett. So I'd like to see the shot selection that was so impressive last season and even at the start of this season return for him. So let's see if that works its way back into things. Abaji, unfortunately, not really existent on offense today. 0 of 4 from him, minus 26. Mitchell, 1 of 7. Pirtle, not his night. He goes 4 of 11. It was the bench that did the work for the Raptors. All of the bench players in the positive. Couple big shots from 3 for Shed. Boucher's energy late was big. Fernando had a really good stint in the first and second quarter. Battle had one of his better games. He was plus 20. But, yeah, the Pistons, the starters do the work. Jaden Ivey, 10 of 13. What a game. And they do enough from the free throw line. So a tough one, a bitter one, once again for the Raptors. Again, I just really feel for the players, but, you know, some individuals probably got to step up a little bit. The coaching in late game situations just hasn't been good enough. And some bad luck. All of that intertwines. And you've got a 4-14 team. That's how it is. That'll do it for the post-game show. If you guys enjoyed, reminder, I do content like this for every Raptors game. Get subscribed to the channel. Make sure as well that you join the Amateur Army today. Did I say subscribe? Make sure you like and subscribe. I work hard for this content. Support the channel, please.